Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nikita, the silent anarchist. So, there's a brand new session, new stationery, and new teachers, and of course, new challenges. So, let's have a story time first. Last year, in these months, I changed my school due to some reasons, and I thought that I would be able to enjoy my 11th because they say na 11th is so easy, it's so easy going, go with the flow, just study what is being taught and it's be over. To be honest, it wasn't the same way as it was predicted because I had so many things on my checklist. The assignments were piling up, the events were also, so many events were there. So I attended so many events and seminars. Then uh, I started with my academics very late. I started to notice that I was lagging academically behind. So I started working on it very late, and I think I should have studied because at the last moment when the exams are approaching, you're like, I have no notes made. What am I going to study? There are no summaries, no notes, and no mind maps, nothing else. You just have to like see the one shot lectures and go and give the paper. And I performed decently well. I'm not to brag, but it's not to brag, but I did decently well. And I think that I should have done so much better if I should have been more focused and concentrated. But I know I didn't work hard, but still I got good marks. So this year our goal is to strive hard for doing academically good, to be better at it, and make an academic comeback for sure. And I feel like studying is not what it is predicted. Like it said now that you have to study 24 hours. Whenever you sit, whenever you stand, you should have a book in your hand and study 24/7. It's not like that. You need to study productively. You need to study while making plans. You need to study by thinking. You should have a plan out thing, that how you're going to study and how you're going to execute things. So this year I'm not going to repeat my mistakes again, and I know where I have to work. So the first thing I need to work is no procrastination. Second, I need to work on my notes because last year I had messed up so much because I had made last minute notes and I was not sure ki what am I doing. And I lost so many marks because there were errors in my notes. And also the ones you borrow, make sure they are correct and from a good source, because some people just share their notes even without thinking that they are correct or not. I lost my so many marks because of wrong notes. So notes should be correct and very well made. Third thing that I need to work upon is my copies and practicals. Last year I lost my marks in practicals because it was internal. So I it did affect my final result a lot. So I need to work on my copies and practical books. Next, fourth comes learning part. I am really bad at memory, but yes, I'm good at concept based questions. So I'd be doing good, I'd be practicing questions by doing them, of course, not practicing them, the questions and the concepts, revising again and again, and reading NCRT because I've seen this. They say that NCRT, the teachers are like, don't read NCRT. NCRT is not nonsense. You don't have to read it. But trust me, the question paper comes from NCRT only. So let's get started with today's vlog. So in my school, they started with sexual reproduction in flowering plants and biology, and I've read almost half the chapter, and I've learnt it because it is the same as we studied in class 9th and 10th in ICSE. Because I have read all of this, the only concepts that are new are microsporangium and microsporogenesis, megasporogenesis, and the structure of different this structure. the anther structure. This was new, and except this, everything was repeated. So I need not worry. I remember it and I have revised it. So it's like very easy. So trust me, going from ICSE to CBSE is like a very good thing, and I feel like it was so good. I'm happy. It's easy for me now. But trust me, don't go for easy things, because in class 12th CBSE they ask application based questions and competency based question. In ICSE they are like just the material what is provided, read it, learn it, good, give the paper. I don't know about it now because I know about CBSE. So yes. So this diagram was there in our class 9th syllabus, and I remember it so thoroughly. It was good. So I remember this. So I need to revise this once again. I have the notes of this. I had made the notes of it, and in also my classwork copy is completed. So biology is a subject which I chose, and I'm good at it. So I'm happy for it. So let's see. Let's move on to physics. So in physics, our teacher has started with the electric charges and fields, and this is a chapter where I struggle a lot because electricity is not my thing, and I feel like it requires a lot of practice and the foundation. Trust me, uh, in ICSE we've been taught about this, but my foundation is not strong because I didn't practice my questions last year. Not last year, but also in class 9th and 10th I did not practice it. So I know it's weak. Mine, this chapter is weak. So I need to work upon it. The important topics in this chapter are like the basic properties of electric charge and the Coulomb's law. Then there is this what is that? Let me see. So I've made the notes. Electrostatics, the whole unit is electrostatic. I've practiced a lot of questions, and yes, I'll do good in this because I've revised it so many times. Superposition principle. Then there is this dielectric constant of medium. So I struggled with this, but now it's good. And Coulomb's law in vector form. This is the part where I struggled in this chapter because I was not able to make out that, class 11th vectors, because I did not practice class 11th vectors, and I was not good at it, to be honest. So it wasn't clear, but with practice I got to understand what is it and how it's going to be applied. So yes, physics is also done, and I think I'll do good. Yes. So in chemistry, our teacher told us that organics form a very huge part of the blueprint provided by the CBSE, and it comes for around 33 marks. So he said that we would be starting with organics first, and I feel like yes, he's so correct, because when we start with physical and inorganic chemistry, we are so busy practicing them because they are so numerical based chapters, so less theory is there. And the organics, last year also I was not the best at organics because it requires so much of practice and memory. So this year I had my notes from last year, so they helped me a lot. And in this chapter he told us the important things were the methods of preparation and physical properties like melting point, boiling point, solubility and density. And then came the chemical properties of haloalkenes and haloarenes. And he also taught us the name reaction, the Sandmeyer's reaction, the Darzan's reaction, and also the Finkelstein's reaction. So he told us that these are the very important parts in this chapter. And yes, I've revised them, I've practiced them, so I think I'll be good at it. And now in English, I've completed the last lesson, the first chapter in the Flamingo. It comes as the core course. So I've completed with English, And in this chapter, it's like very beautiful chapter, and how the Franz is very sad and disappointed as he's attending his last lesson of French. And how his teacher M Hamel was so cranky, and now he is being so gentle with his children, and he's trying to teach everything he can in the last lesson. And also the symbolism used in these chapters are like very great, and the vocabulary is also so up to the mark, because I feel like chapters in the syllabus should be like this. And the phrases used here, so I mark the important rather hard words where I'm not comfortable, where I don't know how to use them in daily language. So I mark them, write their meanings, and we need to do the work in the classwork copy, because I need to submit it, I guess, day after tomorrow. And so this is the update in English, as we've completed with the first chapter, and now we'll be moving on to the second, day after tomorrow. So yes. So my optional subject is psychology, and I've opted for psychology because, not because I wanted to read minds, but also it was so interesting for me. And so it interested me a lot, and that is why I chose psychology. So in psychology, we haven't started with anything else, nothing else, because our teacher was uh, she was explaining us the whole blueprint, and how we needed to make the practicals and the files for the experiment and the project files. So she was busy explaining this, and she gave us an overlook of the first chapter. So the some domains of psychological attributes and assessment methods, they come for 2 marker questions, and the difference between psychometric approach and information processing approach. And there are 5 theories in the psychometric approach, and 3 theories in information processing approach. So all the theories are important, and so many abilities of and intelligence, the like the triarchic theory of intelligence. And she also paid so much attention to the IQ portion, because she was like, this is a question that always comes in the board exam, how to calculate the IQ, and how to classify in which range the IQ is falling in, and how to uh, put into the different descriptive labels. So, and also she told us about the bell shaped curve, also called the normal curve. So she told us about these and some misuses of intelligence tests, like the PWDs. So she taught us about all of this. And yes, so I'll read this chapter and mark important things which she tells us, and also which I think they can come, and also write my own questions. So in psychology, I feel like you need to question every sentence you read, because questions can be framed from anywhere. So yes, that is how I study psychology. So that's all for today. And what are your goals for this academic session? Drop a comment below. And if you found this video helpful, like the video, and do comment it on this video, and share it, and subscribe for more. Let's see each other in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.